Good morning, happy Monday. Please excuse my face, I obviously just woke up. I'm working from home today and I'm sure many of you are working from home on Mondays. I feel like even if you don't work remote, it's just like a very classic working from home day if you can. And if you do, this video is for you because we're doing a Monday reset today. And you heard me right, this is basically the same thing as a Sunday reset just on a Monday, and we're trying to incorporate this into our work day. So don't worry, we're still corporate weapons, no one's getting fired on my watch. But yeah, that's just something I've been doing for a while because I obviously have my 9 to 5, I do YouTube, I have somewhat of a social life, and yeah, I think it's just like a really good way to make your weekend feel a bit longer, and also does take away the Sunday scaries a bit, because you know that Monday is not like a super intense day. It's little things throughout the day that kind of, you know, feel resetting and refreshing, and some like wellness habits. So yeah, that's what we're doing. It's 8:30, I don't know if I said this already, and I'm just checking my emails. The breakfast you saw me make was for my husband. I don't eat first thing in the morning, I just have my coffee first, check my emails, and then kind of slowly starting into the day. I am going to put a face mask on because it's just something I like doing, and yeah, we'll go from there. So welcome to a Monday reset. We've moved on to the office, got my first breakfast, and it's 9 AM now. I have a few calls coming up soon, so I'm just prepping for those. And in case you're wondering what I'm doing at work, I'm a content marketer. I'm sure I've said this before if you watch my videos, but currently I'm working on a campaign that's more like around internal comms and messaging. And I've been running some workshops sort of with different teams, and yeah, just prepping for those. Have a few decks I need to be signed off. Very boring corporate chat, but our company is just not big enough to have an internal comms person, so it kind of falls into marketing. And as I'm a content marketer, topics like messaging and positioning and stuff just, you know, make sense to be with me. So I don't know why I'm doing this with my bagel. I'm pretty much in calls now until my lunch break, but then the lunch break, we're gonna make that one count, so watch out. This is apple yogurt loaf that I really want to bake, so we're going to do that. And yeah, see you shortly. My husband is the best man in the world. He knows I'm really stressed at work at the minute, and He got back from his walk, he brought me an iced coffee, he got some sourdough bread, some chocolate, and he's just the best. And that's why he's my husband. Coffee that you don't make at home just hits different. I don't know what it is, but cheers up my spirit. Very lovely treat for my Monday. I only have one more call left before I can do my lunch break, and I'm doing a 1 hour lunch break today, guys. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but that's something I like to do on Mondays as well. Sometimes I only take half an hour, kind of depends on what I'm doing, but Monday is always 1 hour, and I'd rather start half an hour earlier and have a longer lunch break. If you can make it work at work, then I'd highly recommend doing that. Alright, the cake is out. Here she is. I did put a little bit too much yogurt, so she's a little moist, but let's do a little taste test, shall we? I did take a bite already, but I'll take one with you. I mean, the taste is there. If you stick to the recipe, then it's gonna be even better. She did also burn a little bit because I was working and didn't pay attention. Not bad. I'm happy to announce that I'm done with work. So one thing I usually do on Sundays is cook myself a nice dinner that takes a bit longer to cook, or just like something that I don't have like the capacity for during the week, like a new recipe, stuff like that, you know what I mean. But because Monday is the new Sunday, I'm going to do that today, and I'm going to cook something nice I don't usually cook. That's not in my usual like recipe rotation, so it's like a bit out of my comfort zone, but obviously because it's still Monday at the end of the day, it's not going to take long, don't worry. I'm just going to make some like fish tacos, but I do think that's a nice way to kind of spice up your Mondays, make that day a bit better. And as I said, usually I do this on Sundays, but now I use my Sundays to be absolutely completely lazy. Maybe we order food or have like girl dinner, have Abendbrot, and I just chill and relax. I don't know, it's been working really well for me, and it might work well for you as well. Overall, I have to say that I took it pretty easy today. Obviously I still did my work and all of that, but you know, it wasn't like a power day in terms of working and my brain capacity. I took it pretty chill, I took regular breaks. I get eye strain, so I have to like, you know, look away from my laptop every now and then, which works out quite well. And speaking of that, I feel like a nice thing to do after work to kind of continue with the reset mindset is to go for a nice walk, maybe go to the park, get some fresh air, get my steps in. So yeah, let's do that. And reminder for you, if you work from home, especially in the summer, it's kind of mandatory to go for a walk after work, because I promise you, you're gonna feel much better. So let's go. Made it out, in all honesty. It took a bit of convincing to to finally make that step out, but it feels good. I'm just gonna walk, I'm probably not gonna stop. I just wanna move my body a bit, get some sun on my face. Also feel like my outfit is kind of cute. And I'm feeling myself. I got these like cutie, I don't know if you can see. Can you? I'm not sure. I've got like really cute kind of capri pants. They're from H&M. As a summer hater, I have to admit that the temperature is finally to my liking. It's gone down a bit, but it's still warm. And in the evening it's cold enough to sleep, so I'm in a much better mood. Part of my self-care reset Monday is to remove myself from the war documentary that my husband is watching, and it's just to go to bed very early instead, which is my favorite thing to do. I'm going to read my Kindle, which stores my fantasy stuff. I'm gonna have a lovely night. I have been bad with it recently, but I like to put my little red light LED mask on, read my Kindle and just relax. And I think that's the perfect way to finish my little Monday reset. To be honest, I had a pretty good day. This was a good Monday, and I think that's what it's all about. We want to make Monday fab. We don't want to scare Monday anymore. Monday can be our new Sunday, if you will. And yeah, I feel good, and I still got my work done today, so that's all that matters, right? Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know what you guys think about Monday resets. Are you gonna try this out? How do you usually work on Mondays? Do you feel stressed? Do you feel relaxed from the weekends? How do you handle that whole situation? Let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Tschüss, gute Nacht.